You have to cut that bird's mouth so that it planes out with the rest of the rafters on the top. We try to take the wood out of the wall and put in insulation. That changes depending on how you apply the stress in relation to the grain direction.
That's right, Bungalows for Bachelors, folks. I've got a different camera angle today, and that's because I'm trying to get a better color scheme for you guys, so you don't have to see this interesting grayscale gradient thing coming out of this laptop monitor. So hopefully this is going to work for you, because I'm going to be looking at my screen, monitoring the chat and my notes and this, that, and the other. But I could also point at you and look at you through this lens right here, just like this. So welcome everybody to the Bungalows for Bachelors Late Night Learning. Tonight we are going to do a lot of exciting things. First of all, we are going to be learning about freaking cross-laminated timber, guys. If you don't know what cross-laminated timber means right now, you are going to know by the end of this little stream here, because I'm going to show you guys what it means. So we are entering into this wonderful stream, first of all, with some amazing music by the one and only Green Observer himself. Look, here he is entering the hashtag word of the day to win a shot at $400. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is the draw day. That's right, tomorrow. Somebody is going to be winning $400 tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Central Time. So that's pretty exciting. And this Green Observer here is the one who makes all the music for this channel, which is why I was bringing it up in the first place. But he is typing the hashtag word of the day. So his name is going on the blade thing. And I've got some news for you guys. We're going to do today differently. It's going to be a different day because it's the last day we're going to be spinning for tickets. So I'm glad you all are on here, because I'm going to be handing out tickets like candy, and it's going to be a good time. And we've got Team Jenna fully present. So let's see what happens here with this. This could go a little bit crazy. We're going to find out. So shout out to everybody here in the chat, first of all. Centurion54X, my guy. Hashtag money. He is entering to win. We got Jenna Nelson. Hashtag money. She wants to win. And looks like Green Observer at the very beginning. He will not make it live, so good luck to everybody. That is right. Good luck to all of you hardworking people present here to win. We also got Tam Tam. Hello, Tam. Welcome to the Bungalows for Bachelors Late Night Learning stream. I hope you learned something wonderful this time, like every other time. So I will add your name to the wheel. Okay, got it added. So awesome, guys. So if you don't know what cross-laminated timber is, I'm going to show you a little photo. And while you've seen the photo, you're going to like let it sink into your brain. And I want you to like think like, wow, like what's one question you guys think of that's like, how does that even work, or whatever? Like, shoot me a question in the chat for like any particular thing that comes to mind when you see this and you have like that you're curious about it all. So here is an example of a cross-laminated timber structure. It doesn't happen to have any doors or windows. I don't think it's done, but it's an example of what the walls look like. The other word for this is mass timber construction. And I'll get into the details of how this stuff works, but this is what it looks like. So that is it. Let your brain marinate on that one. Give me some questions in the chat if you want to know some things about this, because otherwise I'm just going to go right into it. But before we go into it, I have just posted the home design program, guys, in the YouTube channel. It's totally free. Go check it out. If you want to play around with some home design software and like basically play The Sims or whatever like home modeling thing you want to do, you could do that in there. What the specific program is that I put on YouTube was how to get construction documents out of the like house you play with. And you could like play with modeling all day long, but at the end of the day, you can't build it unless you've got the construction plans. And that's why I created it, was so that anybody could take the software that I'm using, take my templates and all my systems and stuff, go get the like software, follow my video, and you can get some construction plans for yourselves. So that's what it's all about. And it's fast and quick and easy. And hey, if you decide that you want to like take it and go Like if your buddy says, "Hey, I need some cabinets drawn," or "Hey, I need like a um, I want to do this, like I'm thinking about doing this project," you can go say, "Hey, you know what? I know a guy," or like I know a thing. Let's go download the software and we can go do this thing and you can solve this problem for super cheap. So that's what I made it for. So you guys should take it and enjoy it. Also, I am working on developing something big, grand, and fantastic that is going to be hopefully soon delivered to you guys. And it's going to be potentially life changing for those who decide to participate. And it's basically going to be the home design program on massive, massive steroids. So if you're a fan of steroids, then keep your ear out because this is going to be like a whole other thing. Like I've got the home building program. I'm working on the condensed home building program. I've got the framing design program all on YouTube, all free. And I am working on taking something way bigger, way grander, and I'm going to integrate all that stuff into it. And it's going to be something that you guys can use. That's just going to be another great tool in your toolbox. So that's what I'm working on. And I won't say much more than that, but I will say that this will be the biggest, grandest thing I've ever possibly created. So if you like what I've done so far, then hopefully this is just as good or not better. Awesome. So I did say I was going to spin the blade in the beginning of this thing, but I'm going to leave a little bit of time in case there's anybody that wants to pop in here and catch the live stream, type the hashtag word of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to get right into it here. So, cross laminated timber. What is cross laminated timber? Super simple. You're going to take a bunch of regular old nominal boards, like if it's a 2x10 or a 2x8 or a 2x6 or whatever, and you can take a bunch of those, glue them all together. And these aren't not going to be like, they're not buying them out of like Home Depot or whatever. Like they're not going to be sawn and sanded to that size. They're using raw wood stock. And they are going to basically lay a bunch down in a long direction. And then they're going to lay a bunch down in the short direction. And when they do that, they're going to glue them all together. And they're going to do that a few times. They're going to do a few layups. Like there's multiple layers. Depending on how thick you want to go, you can go like from anywhere from like 3 layers to like 11 layers. You can go really, really thick with this stuff. And basically, they glue it all together, press it, let it cure nice and tight, and it becomes one massive chunk of wood. And these panels can be anywhere from like, like you can cut them to literally any size out of the like big blanks that they make. But the big blanks are anywhere from like 6 feet to 11 or 12 feet wide, potentially wider depending on who's manufacturing them. And they are theoretically as long as you possibly want, but the length is usually determined by the transportation because these things have to be delivered to a job site. So 40 or 45 feet is kind of the maximum. But basically, it's a big, huge panel of wood. And they take the big panel of wood and they can cut a bunch of holes and stuff in it and like stack them up on your house like a puzzle, put them together, and you get a house out of it. So that's very different from regular home construction. Instead of like assembling a bunch of sticks on the job site, you are planning ahead and getting these huge wood panels designed and put together so that when you go to the job site, you just, done. You got your house. So that's what cross laminated timber is. Now, how is cross laminated timber made? Well, like I said, it's kind of that layup process with the glue. But one of the things they're going to do is when they know what your house design is supposed to be, and that's been locked in, then they're going to take those big panels and they're actually going to put them in like big CNC machines, computer numerical controlled machines, what that stands for. Basically, it means it's this huge robot thing that's got a bunch of tooling in it that can mill or cut or saw or drill or whatever. It can do all of these manufacturing processes. And it can cut the windows and doors out. It can drill holes for things. It can do a router. It can like drill stuff out. It can do all kinds of stuff to these panels. And it shapes them to being flawlessly the exact size they need to be and like profile the way they need to be to like put the edges together and stuff. So like it's basically like you're making a bunch of really big puzzle pieces. And these machines cut a bunch of wood out of the panel so that you can, have it. Not so you can have it. So you can have the panel with the holes in it. So that's how they're made. They're on this big machine that cuts all this stuff out, and then they have to like pick them up and like stack them. And some places like to actually like assemble some of the panels before they leave the factory. And I'll talk a little bit about why that's complicated. But so what are we at here? How does CLT affect the design of a home? Okay, so our homes, you know what? Most of the time, you guys will hear me say something like, good enough is good enough, or like 80% solution, or stuff like that. And that is very much my approach with designing homes, because most of the homes we build today are like adjusted and built on the job site. Most of the decision making happens like as the home is being built. Okay, so like obviously there has to be a design. You got to know big numbers, you got to know budgets, you got to know all that stuff. But the set of construction plans at the beginning, the type of plans I like to draw, the type of people that I draw for, only need an 80% solution, which is like, okay, we got pretty much all this stuff figured out. We have enough information so that we can get a number on this project. We got a bunch of bids from everybody, so we could start building the house now. I don't know what your vanity light is going to be like in your bathroom yet. I have a number for it. I've got a budget for you, but I don't know which one you're going to select. I don't know what the color is you're going to put on the wall. I don't know what the color you're going to put is on the exterior. I don't know what like type of roof shingle you're going to select. Although that's an easy one to select, but like I don't know what kind of front door you're going to put in the hole. I know how big it's going to be, but I don't know the exact style. So like the reason I design the way I do is so that we don't over design at the beginning of the process. Because very frequently what happens is if you do that and you, let's say, lock in some 100% fully designed, fully selected, fully whatever plan, and then you go to build the house, guess what? It takes like, I don't know, 6 to 12 months to build a custom home. So guess what? That's a lot of time for you to sit there and watch your home get built and be like, huh, you know what? I don't really like where that door is. Can we remove that door? Can we put a different door in here? Can we do that? Oh, you know what? I would really like my cabinetry door to be going this other way. Oh, you know what? I was thinking where the outlets are, I think we should like switch them a little bit, scoot them down a little bit. And so basically, you have this nightmare of everything's supposed to be per plan, and then people change their minds. And so you either have to like redline the plan or redo the plan or change the plan. And as soon as you start doing that, then it's like, well, everything is up in the air for like errors to be like all over the place, and it's a massive pain in the butt. So that's why we don't do that. We do more of like a, like you're going to go through some kind of rough selections process with the builder at the beginning of the build so that they kind of know what you want, so that you have a general budget. But yeah, so that's how I like to do things. There are many ways to do things. That is not necessarily the correct way, but that is the way that I have found in the industry that I like to work in. That's a like very efficient way to solve a problem. And I am all about only producing enough value that's like valuable. So for example, if we were to draw a plan for somebody and I draw an electrical plan and the electrician like looks at it for a bid, but then like forgets about it, and then like, you know, homeowner comes out and then you walk the house, mark all the outlets and do all this stuff. The time that I spent doing the electrical plan is effectively wasted time. And I don't like doing things that are wasted because that's not very valuable. And so the exception is like sometimes you need it for a permit or sometimes you need it for a bid. Like those are valuable things, and so we do them. But let's only do like value adding things, and that's partly what can be annoying about drawing with permits and stuff like that. Sometimes you have to do non-value added drawing just to get it through the city, but like that's sort of value. Anyway, CLT is very different from that whole process because you are not going to be able to have an 80% solution and then like have budgets and estimates and stuff that's good enough to build a home. There's no way. And the reason is because CLT homes are manufactured, which means the people cutting these panels out in the factory need to know exactly to the thousandth of an inch or whatever where the door goes, how big the rough opening is, how tall the door is, where are the windows, where is literally everything possibly structure related going in this house. Because when you like, they literally have to manufacture it, guys. So they like the machine has to know. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a manufacturing engineer by background, and so I am very comfortable with how these CNC machines have to work. And guys, the machines have to know exactly what to cut out in order to like program the code so the freaking machine can cut the thing out. So there's no like, it has to be about here or it has to be about here. No, and actually when you do this process with CLT and you work with a manufacturer, what you're going to end up doing is the design and like verification process up front is really thorough. It's like you need to know these dimensions are flawless. You need to know that like this model is actually like not going to change. And because of the way software works, actually somewhat frequently, you actually end up sending 3D model files to the manufacturer instead of like the construction document sheets themselves, because they can convert the 3D model into basically a conversion into the software they have so that the computers can interpret it and like basically be able to disassemble it and cut it into pieces. Because not only do you have to know where the house physically is going to be, right? Where all the walls are, how thick the walls are, how tall the ceilings are, what are the roof angles, what are all the angles in the home. There needs to exist some 3D model of that, because what their computers do is it takes those things and it's like, all right, we got to figure out a way to put these walls and panels such that 1, we can manufacture them, 2, we can ship them, 3, we are not going to like put a joint somewhere that's structurally a bad idea. 4, like we have to be able to make sure all these things are going to interlock and be buildable, like because it's basically puzzle pieces that have to like literally join together, and they got to figure all that stuff out, and their computers help them with that. But the computers have to know exactly what the house is going to be like, and so you literally have to design to the T anything structurally modifying related, and even more than that, I would argue, because we'll get into like how some of the things get extra complicated. But before we do that, let's do a quick little chat shout out. So shout out to everybody in the chat. First of all, we got Tam, Jenna. Oh, looks like, oh, hey, Lo, we got Wyatt here. Welcome, Mr. Wyatt. Good to see you, my friend. You just moved outlets today. Uh-oh. Moving outlets doesn't sound like a thing that's good. Normally you'd want to install outlets. I presume you mean that they were in one position and you had to change the position. That's unfortunate. Hopefully you didn't have to like redo any home runs or redo wiring too much, because that sucks. Yeah, man, throw in the chat why you had to move some outlets. That's no fun. We got a question here from Jenna Nelson. Is there a certain type of wood that you have to use for CLT? No, but there are. Okay, so when you build anything, the world has to know and verify that what you are building is not going to fall down and kill people, especially for CLT when it's used so much in commercial work, where we do really big buildings, guys. Like we're cleared to like 8. CLT can go 18 floors, I believe, right? That's pretty dang tall. So that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of dead people. And so the world needs to know that's not going to happen. Therefore, there needs to be testing and certifications and testing and more certifications and proving that things are going to perform and testing the material again, and then more certifications. And like you can see that like in order for the world to use a material to build something, we have to know how the material responds to loads. And the only way we do that verifiably is by loading the material, testing the material, breaking the material. What's its breaking strength? Like all of the freaking stuff I've talked about on other live streams about tensile tests and compression tests and buckling and like shear failures and all of these things that happen in structures that like are how we test materials and verify things. So with all that to say, there are a few species of wood that already have been verified and they've been selected, and that selection has been mostly based out of supply. So if we are here in Texas, well, I'm not here in Texas right now, but I'm going to be soon. In Texas, the main source of wood is southern yellow pine. And so it would make sense to manufacture southern yellow pine cross-laminated timber panels. Therefore, that's going to be the tested and approved material for this area. Now, in Australia, where they do lots of CLT, they are going to have a different panel. I believe they use, oh man, name is going to escape me. The name is escaping me. I knew what it was a minute ago. but I forgot it on the way. So they use a different species because they have a different species more readily available. But they have done their own testing to prove that it works. And so the answer is yes, you could use. Oh, well, is there a certain type of wood that you have to use? No, you could use any wood. In fact, there were like lots of variations of wood that were used for this kind of thing, and it's basically like plywood, just in a bunch of different individual pieces and huge. So it's like you could do this with anything. And if you want to be crazy, guys, and do like some really cool like controlled CLT panels yourselves that are non-structural, shoot, you could do it with whatever you want. You could cut up a whole bunch of cedar, hopefully that's very, very dried and like not going to change dimension. Plane down a whole bunch of cedar to a bunch of the pieces and like stack them and lay them, and like you could do some really cool like overlays and patterns, and who knows what you could do. You could make your own CLT panels, guys. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, there's not a certain type, but there is a certain type. Like when you're building in an area, you're pretty much gonna have one species available, and that actually has an effect on like what the building will look like. So a CLT building, obviously with Southern Yellow Pine, is going to look different than a CLT building with the other one that I can't remember. Continues to escape me. I'm going to remember it when I close the stream down. I'm sure I will. But anyway, that's a great question. Thank you, Jenna Nelson, for asking that question. If anybody else has any other questions that come to mind as I'm spewing knowledge about CLT, then please shoot them in the chat because I'd love to answer them. So CLT affects the design of a home, basically in that it is super specific and you need to know exactly what you're going to design and that you're not going to change it when you get to the field. Now, there are some things you can change when you get to the field. Like, let's say you wanted to make a window 4 inches wider in one direction or whatever. You could use tooling on site to make those cuts. Will it ever be as perfectly straight and manufactured as when it was out of the factory? No. Like, because cutting things by hand with hand tools and stuff is never going to be as straight as a freaking CNC machine that's toleranced to like 5/1000ths of an inch. You're just not gonna. So you could do that. It is an option, but basically nothing needs to change. That's the idea. So how does MEP work with CLT? Now, MEP, guys, is mechanical, electrical, and plumbing trades. So mechanical is like your fans and your blowers and your heating and your cooling, your ventilation, your energy recovery, your humidity control, all that stuff. Controlling the air, atmosphere. It's all mechanical. Electrical, obviously, is electrical wires and plugs and lights and outlets and like heaters if you have electrical heaters or whatever, right? And then your plumbing is your water supply, your gas supply, your drains, your plumbing vents, obviously. So like those are the plumbing things. So how do the like services and systems that have to go in a house, how are those affected by CLT? Because like normally we bury that stuff in the wall, right? We're going to frame all these studs up. We're going to cut holes in the studs. We're going to run things through them. We're going to like go through ceiling joists. We'll go through rafters, we'll like go through the material. Well, it's a bit more difficult to go through your wall when your wall is 3.5, 4, 5, 6 inches of solid wood. There's no air in there. Okay. It's mass timber construction. Uh-oh. Let's fix that. Hate that. GPU error, guys. We do it live. So there's like solid wood. Okay. Solid wood in your walls. So that makes it very difficult to install these products. First of all, the plumbing is like, there's a few ways you could do it. You could just say, you know what? Walls are going to be the walls. We are doing everything outside of the walls. That is one approach. That is a good approach if you don't have a lot of control over the manufacturing and like you can kind of only get what you get. For that's important because like for access to these panels, the manufacturer, look at it from their perspective, okay? They could either build a $100 million wood package, I'm making that number up, $100 million wood package for Jim Bobby Joe's hotel, and it's going to be this huge commercial job, and it's a bunch of very plain flat panels, big panels, like they're building scale, right? Very easy to manufacture and lots of money, which means efficiency, which means good profits for the business. Okay. So that's option A for the business making CLT panels. Option B is Susie James, who has a little custom bungalow she's building that's like 80 square feet. Bigger than 800 square feet, right? On a lake somewhere. And it's got this custom roof angle, and it's this other custom roof angle coming into it at a weird angle. And she's gonna have these like curved walls on the inside, and like maybe like a spiral staircase, and like all this stuff made out of CLT. And so basically, that means way more attention to detail, way more work, way smaller profit, way smaller like efficiency on the manufacturer side. I bring that up because if you're a builder and you want to build with CLT for residential purposes, then you ought to try to keep your panels as simple as possible, if that's something you have to deal with. Now, if you've got more control over the manufacturing, it's less of a big deal. But that's that. So therefore, if you're just going to throw the walls in, all your services are going to be outside the walls. Or you'll do fur outs off the walls, which would defeat the whole purpose of using beautiful wood CLT panels. But basically a fur out would be like, oh, okay, like we need to put some plumbing or electrical there. So let's just stack a bunch of 2x4s against the wall on a pattern. And then we'll put sheetrock on it, cover it up. Or like plywood. Maybe you'll do plywood to maintain the wood aesthetic. But then still you're looking at plywood. You're not looking at CLT. So that is one way to like deal with that, is all the surfaces have to be outside of the wall. So like electrical, you're going to have electrical conduits running everywhere you want an outlet. Every outlet's going to be this metal box. You know, maybe you can buy beautiful metal boxes or paint them or something. That's a possibility. But then again, good luck getting installed conduits painted without getting paint on your beautiful wood CLT walls. So yeah, plumbing, maybe it's exterior. I don't know how plumbing would deal with that, honestly, because I've never had to deal with that. But like, yeah, tricky stuff for plumbing especially. And mechanical is the most difficult because that's the stuff that requires the most volume. And so either you're going to switch to like some kind of mini split system or heat pump system, or like mini duct system where you've got a bunch of little ducts, going quack, 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 quack through your house. No, ducts, like DUCTS, blowing air through your walls. And so you're going to have to like fur down a ceiling or something. You're going to have to do something in order to get these things to like blow air around, because there's nowhere to blow air inside the walls, or there's no cavities. And that kind of like brings me, ooh, hello. I'm pushing buttons. So anyway, how does MEP work with CLT? Not very easily. And what that does is that makes your price of the house go up, because now all the guys that are used to bidding like, oh, I'm an electrician, I'll bid yada, yada, yada per fixtures or whatever they do to bid their project. Now, like those average numbers that they know and have averages on and that work have no bearing on how to build this house. And so they're either not going to want to work for you because they don't even want to take the time. It's complicated, yada, yada, yada. Or they're going to shoot way high and like risk being wrong, right? So they're going to shoot higher than they would want to make it worth it, basically. Give them a number that makes it worth it. There's always a number, right? So they're going to do that, which means there's like potentially, and if that's your only option, then like, great, that guy's willing to work with you. So that's what it costs. That's the market price. So can't argue with that. Now, that makes things complicated. So like, unless you find someone who is actually like has built these before, or is very familiar with the process, or has learned a lot from somebody else, it's going to be very difficult and not very easy to find these people, and it's gonna be expensive no matter what. But let's talk a little bit about a cost comparison, actually. So I was looking at some stuff, and people were saying that like usually the lumber package installation, all that stuff, is about 20 to 30% more expensive than a lumber package for a regular built, stick framed house. And that's like not the end of the world. And so the first question most people come up with is like, okay, that's 20 to 30% more expensive. Is there something we can save money on this 20 or 30%? So like, okay, so your whole home is going to be a CLT on the inside. Guess what? You're not doing any drywall, which happens to generally be like a nice big chunk of money. Not the biggest part of the home build usually, but like it's not cheap. And so the you just remove that whole trade. So like, okay, that's cool. You're gonna have some kind of like maybe like a little bit of extra work from a finished carpenter because they're gonna have to trim stuff out to like make the joints between the windows and the doors and the CLT panel, and you'll have to do some other stuff like that. Like the siding is gonna be pretty much the same kind of, but also not, because now the insulation can't go in the wall. Insulation has to go outside the wall, which means you're using rigid insulation products, which are like you're not going to be able to use cheap fiberglass in your walls, so it's just generally going to be more expensive per R value, right? So that's going to be annoying, and then you're going to have to use like longer, more complicated hardware, and hardware adds up pretty darn quick. So that adds costs, and then like, okay, you got to install this hardware, that adds labor costs, and like, so basically doing the exterior envelope of the building also gets more expensive. So if you are able to, like, if you really want CLT and you're able to like go small, first of all, small on square footage, and a very smartly designed home from an architect that understands good structural stuff, then, and somebody who's got a good experience and all this stuff comes together, maybe it's possible. But like cost comparison, you should be willing to spend more money per square foot than a regular old house, because you're going to get like, you're getting a better product. Let's be real, guys. Like, how cool would it be to live in a home that's like all wood? No, it's not like wood paneling, like the old wood paneling that people usually used to throw into houses. Like, it's not like that. But it's like a very, very natural vibe. Like the other day on the other live stream I was doing, we were talking about how wonderful it would be to have like more natural material in our houses to create better spaces for ourselves, so that we're psychologically healthier and that we are just like more pleasant when we're in our homes, right? So that is the idea. You're going to get some cool stuff. And like, because of the way these things are built, you can get pretty big open spaces and tall stuff and cool shapes and like very unique architectural styles because these panels are so unique, which is pretty cool, guys. So, oh, here's another complication. So because these CLT panels are manufactured to the thousandth of an inch or whatever, very, very tight tolerances, it means they're designed to like fit together and be assembled off the ground in an exactly flat plane, right? Your foundation needs to be flat. And I don't mean kind of flat. I don't mean within a quarter. I don't mean within an eighth. I mean flat. Because these panels, when they interlock on the walls and stuff, all of these seams need to be straight and like even. And so if your thing's off by an eighth, like, congratulations, now this whole wall is going to have like an uneven reveal going up the corner, and just, it would look really bad, right? So how do you possibly pour a foundation for a house flat to that tolerance? Like, it would be very, very, very difficult, if even possible at all, just by the nature of like kind of variable shrinking and like drying out in here. And like, okay, great. So like, we didn't have a bowl float that was perfectly rigid and 30 feet wide. So darn, I guess we couldn't like finish the concrete to a flawlessly flat surface. So very difficult. So how do we do that, guys? Well, typically what you could do is you could either install a like treated wood sill plate or something where all the walls are going to go, and understand that your sill plate needs to come out perfectly level. And so you could basically, what you do is you build your foundation down farther, or just understand your house is going to be like 2 inches, 3 inches, whatever, taller than your finished floor elevation you're expecting. But basically, put a bunch of wood around, you level that wood out with shimming below the plate so that your plate is actually flat. And they make some actually pretty cool products. They have like this aluminum sill plate for this purpose specifically. That's like, of course, it's aluminum and it's extruded, so it's extremely straight by nature. And so what you do is you can install it, and they've got these little screws in it that basically allow you to like push the screw down in the concrete so that you can like level the whole thing out with all these adjustments. And then after it's all there, you basically like pack non-compressible grout below it to like give good compression contact, so it's not like, gonna bend or whatever, right? So it's got good support. And then like you could basically stack on top of that. And so like that's a cool solution. But basically that's another tricky thing, is that foundation Has to be flat and prepared. Now, the other thing is really complicated about, I'm really selling the CLT thing, guys. It's pretty, but like, boy, howdy, is it complicated. The other complicated thing is you are dealing with a finished surface at the beginning of building the house. It's just as complicated as, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a polished concrete floor, like a maybe polished and stained concrete floor as the finished floor material for a house, a custom home. I'm starting to see more and more of it when I'm drawing plans, and it's like, I personally wouldn't do it, but hey, everybody's got their thing they like. I wouldn't do it for a lot of reasons. But a big one is that if I'm building a house, I don't want to have to deal with that, because basically you've got this finished surface the whole time you're building a house. So every tradesman, every person that comes in that house, everything, like, think about a house. Think about that. When you walk in a house, it's good to take off your shoes so you don't track dirt into the house. Well, guess what? Somebody's going to build a house on top of that material that's designed for not taking your shoes off, or taking your shoes off and keeping it clean. And so all of the mud, all of the paint, all of the texture, all of the this, that, and the other, everything has to stay off of that slab. It's just as complicated with these wood panels. And basically it's like you got this truck that shows up to the job site, and they're all going to be wrapped and protected for transportation purposes. But then you got to unload them with a crane or a telehandler or whatever you've got to pick these big heavy panels up, because you can't lift them with your hands. So you got to pick them up and place them. And in that process, hopefully you don't damage them and ding them and smack them on something and like do that. And then you better hope that the weather's going to be good for a while, because you have to get them all in place and all built and all assembled. And then hopefully you can cover the whole thing up, keep it out of the rain, because these are wood panels. And like, yeah, they can get wet and then dry. But like, I don't know about you guys, but generally when wood gets wet and unevenly and then dries, it's got a little bit of a staining. It's like, it's never going to look the same as when it was brand new, totally fine. So that is kind of complicated when you're doing that. So that's one of the things. It's like, oh, like, actually, when you're actually framing the house with CLT, it goes by pretty quick, because they're like pick up, stack, pick up, stack, pick up, stack, compared to like stick framing the house like normal. It's quite fast. So, it's kind of good that it's fast, because then you can, save time and a little bit of money on labor there. But overall, it's still gonna be more expensive. So, quick shout out to the chats again. Oh, Wyatt here. Definitely would sell in California. They love the old 60s natural wood looks. Yes, I believe you entirely, Mr. Wyatt, because in addition to that, CLT is one of those very renewable products. You are using small timber, so it's good for renewable resources, good for forests. You're not cutting down huge trees. It's also very natural. It's a good natural vibe. It's also very expensive. And so it fits in with like everything that would be in California. So good point, my friend. I'm sure there are plenty of CLT custom residential projects in California. Tam says, damn, he's smart. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're talking about me. You're either talking about me or you're talking about Wyatt making a comment about California. Either way, it's very appreciated. It's very nice of you. So thank you for that comment. Wyatt says lots of ram board and plastic packing. Yes, I believe you're referring to like leveling out the foundation and getting that stuff just right. You are correct. Also, we got Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. Hello and welcome to Bungalows for Bachelors. Normally you're on the other channel, podcast channel, but it's good to see you here. Thank you for the support. I hope you're learning something here. Oh, another comment. You are smart, Sam. LOL, big hugs. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you for your wonderful time and support. I appreciate having you here. So, what else we got here, guys? How is CLT structurally assembled? Okay, so mostly screws, because all of the ends of the panels and stuff are designed to fit into other panels and screw together. But if you're doing taller things or more complicated things or cantilevered things, you're going to deal with some more mechanical hardware. Basically like metal plates that screw in or bolt in or nail in or whatever. And you can get pretty custom shapes and stuff. So that's pretty cool. foundations are pretty simple. All of the like, how do they keep the wood thing down to the house? Like, how do like in earthquakes, how do they keep it from like sheer failing off the foundation, right? Well, basically, there's a bunch of like little brackets that just bolt to your foundation and have a bunch of holes in them. There's like an L bracket, and you just like screw them to the bottom of the panel every like 4 feet or whatever. Just kind of like everything else. So all that stuff's taken care of by the engineers. So that's great. Yeah, so the unique stuff about CLT structurally is that because these products are so thick and strong, you can do really cool stuff with them. There are, I don't even know how to describe this. So if you imagine like taking, let's say a brick, okay? A brick. So we got a post right here and a post right here. I'm going to set a brick on this post. I'm going to set a brick on this post. And I'm going to, and they're centered, so they're balanced on the post, okay? And now I'm going to slide the bricks in so the bricks touch each other. But as soon as I do that, what happens? The bricks fall down in the middle because now there's nothing supporting them in the middle. And so, maybe you could like glue the bricks together in the middle, and maybe that would be enough to keep that from happening. And with CLT, that's basically what they can do, but they can insert hardware and fasteners in such a way that it totally conceals that that's even a connection and that they're different panels. And so you can get a big open space all the way across this thing with a joint here that's basically acting as like the floor is just a really deep, flat beam. It's very interesting. So you can do really cool stuff, especially with the extra hardware and cool stuff that's designed to work with. So what consideration should you guys give to CLT? Well, if you want a very cool custom architectural design that takes a lot of time and effort, but gets you a very, very beautiful space, you can have very beautiful architectural shapes and styles, a very unique home. It's going to be super comfortable. If you are going to be building a home like this, you're going to have really high quality mechanical systems. You're going to have really high quality like insulation. You're going to have rain screens. You might as well do all the steps. So you're going to have a super comfortable interior space in your home. Way more efficient than everything else you're probably going to build with normal materials. And it's going to be a really high quality experience. It will cost you more money and more time and more headaches, probably. But if that's important to you, then it should be weighed in, because like people do it. People do build homes like this. And like we talked about in the other stream, I am preferential to quality over size. There's 2 ways to build custom, right? You go big and you go simple and cheap, or you go small and you go high quality. So that's my preference, is small and high quality. So I would actually be inclined to consider CLT, especially like knowing about manufacturing, knowing about construction, knowing about like architectural design, knowing about structural engineering, all of those things. Like I would be decently confident designing a CLT home for myself. And I suppose if somebody else wanted one, should that be a rare occasion. But it's definitely something, like it's a choice that each one of you would have to make if you're going to decide to build something. More than likely, unless you have a nice big budget, you are going to probably be more likely to aim towards like more regular construction, because it's going to be more attainable, most likely, especially if you're in an area that doesn't have access to CLT, or doesn't want to. You don't want to pay like gazillions of dollars to transport them to where you are, because that would be a headache too. Yeah, that'd be complicated. Mr. Wyatt here, he prefers big and high quality. That's what I like to hear, Mr. Wyatt. That's right, guys. You make enough money and you can have both. That's correct. Way to go, Mr. Wyatt. I like the idea. Cool. So let's do a quick little chat shout out here, guys. We got Jenna Nelson. We got Green Observer at the beginning. We got Tam, and we got Mr. Wyatt. So looks like everybody has typed #money to win. So let's get to that, guys. Let's get to some winning here. We type the last name here. Okay, so here's how we're doing this, guys. First of all, I'm not on the wheel because I don't want to be. There's 5 people. We got Green Observer, Centurion 54X. Oh, I missed that in the chat shout out. Sorry, Centurion. Jenna Nelson, Tam Tam, and Wyatt MG. So, what we're going to do tonight is going to be a little bit different. All right. We are going to, first of all, for all of those watching live, come over to the YouTube stream. And if you're on the YouTube stream, type this in the chat here. Type this in the chat, #money, and you will enter to win $400 tomorrow. Doing it tomorrow. And on this particular stream, we're handing out lots of tickets. So you should type it before I do that. If you don't, then you're not part of it. Sorry. But yeah, so let's get to it, guys. Alrighty. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to have the blade. Oh, hold the phone. We got a new entry. We got Reynaldo Martinez. Good to see you, Reynaldo. Thank you for spending the valuable time here that you have learning about CLT and entering to win $400, dude. That's pretty cool. All right, good stuff. If you want more information about all the stuff I do in the $400 deal and all this stuff, I've got a link in the description that will take you to my Telegram group where that's where I talk about everything. That's where you can contact me and we can talk about stuff. But that's where I post everything relevant. Instagram gets a lot of sort of update stuff, but most of the personal update stuff goes to Telegram. So t.me/BFB success will take you to the Telegram. The link is in the description below. But sir, I'm going to put your name on the list because you decided to take action, which I like to hear. I like to hear when people take action. So let me make sure I spell your name right. Reynaldo Martinez. Reynaldo Martinez. And sir, if we are not connected on Instagram or something already, I would love to get connected with you. So yeah, my Telegram is the way to get a hold of me. Or you can just go to Bungalows for Bat or at BFB Success on Instagram. I will also just give you a link to make it easy for you. And we're going to get this wheel ready to spin up here. So what I'm going to do today is going to be different. What we're going to do is we're going to have all kinds of dopamine flying around. Here's the Instagram. And this is also going to be the Telegram. There you go. So Sam has always enjoyed chat with. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate that. I love the support. So, all right, guys. What we're going to do is we have the blade. Okay, we're going to spin this blade. It's got your names on it. I will go ahead and I'm not going to show it yet because we're not quite ready yet. But I like the number of names that we got on this blade. This is fun. And what we're going to do is we are going to use the online dice roller by Google. Thank you, Google, for the dice roller. And we're going to hand out some massive tickets. Now, for those of you who have not seen these numbers before, which are in the Telegram, the current running is Team Jenna, 45 tickets at the top. Brothers, 2 of them, Super Winning Ultimate Team, 27 tickets below that, and then it decreases below that. So if you want tickets, I have a post on my Instagram. You can get a free ticket. Well, a free ticket. You got to do something, and then you get 1 ticket. The other thing you do is join the Telegram. You get 2 tickets, and then you're here now, and you're going to get more tickets, supposedly. If you don't get any tickets, then you can still enter to win by doing the Instagram thing and joining the Telegram. So you're not totally at a loss. But we shall see what happens. The best thing for your time is going to be being here, typing the word of the day. So good for you for doing that. Because this is the way to get the most tickets. We're here for efficiency, guys. Let's get that money. And if you haven't heard of the giveaway, what I'm doing, it's a $400 gift card to a hardware store of your choice. Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, Ace Hardware, Harbor Freight, whatever's convenient for you that's close to you, where you want to get a tool or something. Awesome. Oh, Centurion, just followed you on Instagram last night. That's correct. And I saw you, and I saw your plane. And that's pretty cool, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing your plane when I go down to Oregon. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know where you keep the plane. Maybe it's not on your property. Now that I think about it, it's probably not on your property. I don't know though. I don't know what it exactly is that you do, but cool. Cool, guys. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll the dice. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll a 4-sided die. And we are going to get, now we're going to roll a 6-sided die. That's more exciting. Okay, we're going to roll a 6-sided die. And we're going to get some number of how many spins we're going to do. Okay, here's how this works. I'm going to roll the die. Let's say it's a 4. That means I'm going to spin the blade 4 times. Okay. And that makes sense because there's 6 names on the list. It's a 6-sided die. Okay. So we are going to do that. So that's how we know how many times we're going to spin the blade. And when we spin the blade, someone's going to win. If you win, you are removed from the blade for the next few spins if there are multiple spins. So you don't win multiple times. But when you do win, we're going to go over to the online dice roller and we are going to use a 20-sided die, and we're going to roll it. And whatever number you get on the 20-sided die is how many tickets you get. So if you could win up to 20 tickets, and so that's like crazy major boost in the charts, guys. So that's why you're here. That's why we do this crazy on the last one. So this is the idea, and I'm sort of on the fence on, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm on the fence on the dice roll with the 6-sided die because I can't control the range. It's either 1 through 6. So what I'm gonna do is if it's less than 3, then we're gonna do it 3 times because I want to do it at least 3 times. Okay. So let's share the screen first of all so you guys can watch this wonderful dice roll. Get that dopamine. All right, there it goes. Online dice roll. Very simple. That's all you got to search. All right, here's our die, 6-sided die. And I'm going to roll it. How many times are we going to spin the blade, guys? Here it goes. 3, 2, 1, roll. 2. Nope. We're going to do it 3 times because that's more fun. All right, so let's change out this die for the 20-sided die. Okay. So we're going to do this 3 times. So 3 of you are going to go home less happy. And the other 3 are going to go home more happy. But if you still want more tickets, there's an Instagram and there's joining the Telegram thing. So that is what it is. Okay, let's see here. Centurion says, hell yeah, it's not, unfortunately, not enough room on the farm for runway. Ah, so you do have a farm, but yeah, that's not big enough for a runway. That makes sense. That's fair. And Tam Tam says, sounds amazing. Thank you, Tam. Good to hear. Then let's do it. Let's make it happen. So I'm going to stop this screen share and I'm going to bring up your favorite blade. And we're going to spin this thing, give out some tickets. And then tomorrow, guys, we are going to know who the winner is. And guys, if Mr. Reynaldo, for example, I have a way to contact Wyatt. Reynaldo, I need a way to contact you, my friend. Okay? So either follow me on Instagram or like join my Telegram or something so that I have a way to, or post like your Instagram or something in the chat. So if you win, I have a way to keep track of, like, be like, hey, bro, you want $400? I'm trying to get it to you. So do something for me, please. But this is good. We got the 6 people on here. The screen is shared. So we're going to spin it, folks. We are going to spin this blade in 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. Who's it going to be first? We're going Wyatt, Reynaldo, Green Observer, Centurion, Jenna Nelson, Tam Tam, slowing down on Tam Tam. Looks like it's going to be our one and only. Tam Tam is the winner. Good job, Tam Tam. Congratulations. You are going to win some points for Team Jenna today. We're going to remove you from the wheel. We're going to stop the share. We're going to go right over to our 20-sided die, and we're going to see how many tickets we're going to throw at Team Jenna. Currently already in the lead for a number of tickets. But the fun thing about spinning random blades and random chance, guys, is that anybody with any number of tickets could still win. Like, that's crazy. It could be somebody with 1 ticket who did the Instagram thing. Like, isn't that mind-blowing? And that's why we're here. That's why we do this. Okay. So, oh, good to hear. Reynaldo Martinez joined the Telegram. This guy's a winner right here. Ronaldo Martinez. He joined the Telegram. Good to see you in there. I will be chatting in there right after the stream, and we can like get to know each other better. But I usually don't chat in there while I'm streaming because that makes the streaming less quality. So, yay, Tam. Let's go. That is right. Good job, Tam. So let's find out how many tickets you are going to win, Tam. Let's do that. So share screen to online dice roll. Share. Okay. So you can see the dice roll. Here it is, the dice roll for 20 possible tickets. What's it going to be? We're going to spin it in 3, 2, 1. Rolling the dice. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? 15. Oh my goodness. A record number of tickets, my friends. That's a lot of tickets. Let's bump some music for that one. That's, oh my goodness. 15 tickets, my friend. I'm going to add those right now while we let this play. This music was written by Green Observer, guys. Check him out. All right, I'm adding his different tickets. What does that put the count up to? Let's see. I'll let this music play out. Okay, Team Jenna is now at a rocketing 60 tickets. Team Jenna has 60 tickets. Awesome. That is crazy, guys. That is crazy. And Team Jenna is still in the role. She's still in the winning because Jenna, for those that don't know, Jenna and Tam Tam are on a team. So that is how that's happening. But let's go ahead and stop the share. And we are going to spin this blade again. This is insane, guys. This is insane. I'm so glad we're doing this here and that you guys are here to participate. Okay. Back to the blade. Here we go. Got a comment from Mrs. Charlotte here. I need Sam as my shout out guy, announcer, and commentator. That would be fun. I hope it pays really well. Then I might do it. That'd be cool. I'm practicing. I'm getting better. When I started doing all the streaming stuff, I was not this good, but everything takes practice. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to spin this blade in 3, 2, 1. Who is the next winner going to be, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to Centurion Jenna Wyatt. Oh my goodness! Oh my gracious! Reynaldo Martinez, sir! You are a winner. Welcome to the Bungalows for Bachelors group. I'm going to lose my voice. I'm going to remove you from the wheel, good sir. I am proud you came on. This is great. This is fantastic. It's a good thing you joined the Telegram too, because money, dope. All right, now, Mr. Reynaldo, just so you've got some perspective here. If you win 20 tickets, you're going to be in 4th out of like 25 people, okay? So that's pretty darn good odds. So like, let's see what you win here. I hope it's not like 1. It could be 1. Like I can't guarantee anything because it's Google, but like, let's do it. You're gonna win some tickets, and you've already got 2 because you joined the Telegram. So like, he's already got them. He's already got 2. Let me actually do something on that before I forget that. Okay, so all right, I made a note here for that. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let us share. Oops, that's not what I want to share. I want to share the screen. Online dice roll, folks. Here we go. Alrighty, 20-sided die. Here we go. We're going to roll this sucker in 3, 2, 1. There goes. What's it going to be? 9 tickets. 9 tickets all at once. My good friend, Reynaldo, that is insane because we were handing out 3 tickets every day for the past few weeks. And you just basically won 3 wins all at once just by being here today. So you are going to be total of 11 tickets by the time I get this chart in here and update the Telegram with it. So that's freaking exciting. Thank you for coming on, my friend. You are, let's see, that puts you in like 5th or 6th. Oh, there goes my camera again. Let's fix that. I don't know how to fix this error. I'll have somebody one day fix this maybe, but like, hey, who knows? So great work, Ronaldo. You have won some tickets. I am glad you came on here today. That's right. Let's go. Let's go, Ronaldo. I love it. Yay, Ronaldo Martinez. That's right, my friend. You are the winner of 9 tickets. That's freaking awesome. Nat 20 Inc. Are you saying Inc like incentive token? Yeah, we're a little bit into crypto, guys. So like, if you want to chat crypto, we can do that. But so okay, we got 4 names left. We're gonna spin this one more time, unless the person who wins tickets on the 3rd roll gets an odd number. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You might still win. Oh, incoming, LOL. That makes sense. Okay, so let's do this. This is possibly the last roll. All right. But we're gonna keep going if the winner gets an odd number of tickets. All right. This is crazy. This is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind, guys. So let's share the blade. All right. 4 names left. It's gonna be Wyatt. It's gonna be Green Observer. It's gonna be Centurion 54X, or it's gonna be Jenna Nelson, the cheerleader of Bungalows for Bachelors. Alrighty, folks. Let's go. We are going to spin this blade in 3, 2, 1. Assuming I hit the right button. There it goes. There it goes. Green Observer Centurion on to Jenna Nelson. Is it going to pass Jenna Nelson? Not far enough to get Wyatt. Unfortunately, not to this time. But Team Jenna is raking in the points today, guys. We're going to remove Team Jenna from the wheel and see how many tickets they have to win. Congratulations, Team Jenna. This is pretty exciting. You can't get over 100, unfortunately, at this point, but you've got a lot of tickets. That's for darn sure. And that's because they were showing up a lot. So thank you for the support. That's right. Hey, that is right. You have won. Let's find out how many tickets. This is crazy, folks. Online dice roll. Here it is. 20 possible tickets. Oh, hey. You know what? Okay. Hey, Charlotte, Nice Star the Werewolf. You're not on my Telegram, first of all. So join the Telegram because you're on all like you're following me on other stuff, okay? And if you join the Telegram, the word of the day is the Telegram. The word of the day was hashtag money. And that's how like where people are entering to be on this wheel. Because I don't think I've explained this to you before. So type hashtag money in the chat, and I will put your name on the blade. And consider spinning it an extra time because you were not aware of this. And like this is the last time we're going to be doing this. So we shall see. I appreciate you coming on and supporting. So we want to support those who support us. So Jenna Nelson is going to spin, or not going to spin. We're going to roll this dice to see how many tickets. There's the entry, folks. Hashtag money. And I'm only going to type the first word of your name on the wheel because I'm not going to type the whole thing. Charlotte with 2 T's. Let's throw that on the blade here. Charlotte. Okay. So, well, guys, we're going to spin this blade at least one more time. We're going to give a fair chance to Charlotte. She's only got a 25% chance because there's still 4 names on that blade. But let's see what happens. Who knows? If we keep getting odd numbers, maybe everybody gets a chance and everybody gets a roll. That'd be cool. That'd be crazy. All right. So we're going to roll and see how many points Team Jenna is going to take home today. And we're going to roll in 3, 2, 1. Here it goes, folks. What's it going to be? 3 tickets. Uh-oh. It's like a regular day for Team Jenna, but that's fine because they just raked in 15 whole tickets. 3 times 5, 15 whole tickets, guys. So Team Jenna raking in some fat points today. This is crazy. This is crazy progress, guys. So ending at 63 total tickets over the lifespan of this giveaway. I am impressed. Team Jenna has put a lot of work in to get to this point. It's very awesome. And that's right, Centurion. It's on. It's on, my friend. And that means we're definitely doing it again, which is good news for you because your name's still on the blade. All right. This is freaking exciting. Let's go back over to the blade. Let's see what happens next. All right. Present. Share the screen of the blade. All right, there it is. We got Charlotte, we got Green Observer, we got Centurion 54X, and we got Wyatt MG. All right, there are 2 people on this blade that have not won before. Let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens. We are going to spin this blade in 3, 2, 1. All right, here it's going, folks. We're starting to slow down. Passing Charlotte, Green Observer, Centurion, passing Wyatt. Oh my goodness! Oh my gracious, folks! It's Charlotte. We've got a first-time winner here. We have got Charlotte winning number of tickets for the first time ever. Oh my goodness! Oh my gracious! That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna cut this music. All right, that's freaking cool. Good job, Charlotte. It's a good thing we put her name. Thank you. Who was it that reminded me? It was probably Jenna. It was probably because she pays a lot of attention. Yep, there it is. Thank you, Jenna, and thank you, Charlotte, for coming on and supporting. This is awesome. That's right. Woohoo, Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. You have won tickets. Let's find out how many. And we're going to find out if the 3 leftover people have a chance at winning tickets too. That's exciting. All right, so let's present the online dice roll. All right, here we go. What's it going to be? Is it going to be 20? Is it going to be 19? Is it going to be even? Is it going to be odd? We don't know, folks. But we're going to find out right now in 3, 2, 1. Let's roll the dice. Here we go, folks. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? 20! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! 20 tickets! 20 tickets. That deserves the music again, folks. Here it is. 20 tickets. Record number. The most number of tickets ever given away, and it's the last time it's going to be given away. This is insane. I have never seen anything like this before in my life. This is crazy energy, guys. Holy smokes. 20 tickets out of the gate for Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. Oh my gracious. Bumping into 4th place, first entry ever. That is crazy. And you know what? I am just so blown away by the fact that we got a 20 that we're just going to freaking roll it. We're going to keep rolling. Everybody's going to win some tickets today because this is the last time, and I appreciate all of you coming on here. So let's keep going. Let's find out who goes next. Okay, oops, nope, don't do that. I'm going to remove Charlotte once that stops. This is crazy. That is just, oh my gosh. I'm just all hyped up right now. This is insane. So let's put that away. Let's remove Charlotte here. All right, we got Wyatt, Centurion, and Green Observer. Who is going to be next? Who's going to win this next quantity of tickets? Some unknown number. We do not know. But let's find out, okay? We are going to share the blade. Hide this part. And we're going to go ahead and get into it, guys. Here we go. Let's spin this blade in 3, 2, 1. Which person is it going to be next? Are we going to get another 20 tickets, guys? Who's it going to go to? Passing Centurion. Passing Wyatt. Not passing him far enough to get to the Green Observer, though. So Mr. Wyatt MG is the next winner of the ticket giveaway. Guys, Wyatt MG's first win on stream. Second day joining us today. A great guy who builds many, many cool things. Check him out at MG Construction on Instagram. This guy is a boss and gets some stuff done. Very cool. Awesome, sir. You are going to win some tickets. How many? Let's find out. So let's share the screen. And we're going to go over to the online dice roll. And we're going to roll it straight away, guys. We're going to roll it straight away. Can you see it? You can see it. Let's roll it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. How many tickets is Wyatt going to win? 7 tickets. 7 tickets, guys. That is unbelievable. That is over 2 days of ticket spinning in the regular world. That is fantastic. That is great news. Mr. Wyatt, sir, you have won 7 tickets. I like it. I'll make a note here for that. 7 tickets. You can win 2 more if you join the Telegram. You can win 1 more on top of that and get you up to 10 tickets if you do the Instagram thing that I got on my Instagram. Either way, you've won some tickets and you've got a pretty decent sized entry into this guy here. So this is crazy. This is fantastic. So we've got 2 people left. We've got Green Observer and we've got Centurion. Let's see what happens. This is cool. This is so much fun. Here we go. Back to the blade. Who's it going to be next? Who is it going to be next, guys? It's going to be one of these 2. And we are going to roll that. I'm not going to roll the blade. We're going to spin the blade in 3, 2, 1. Here it goes, folks. Here goes the blade. Here goes the blade. Slowing down. Centurion. Green Observer. Oh my goodness. It's almost going to the middle. Almost. But looks like it's going to be Green Observer second from last, which means Centurion 54X is going to be the last dice roll. So let's find out how many tickets these guys win. This is great. This is fantastic. Let's see. All right, let's go over to our dice roll. First roll, guys, is going to be for Centurion. Wait, no, what did I literally just do? Sorry. It's going to be for Green Observer, and the second one is for Centurion. All right, so let's present the dice roll. All right, guys, here's the dice roll for Green Observer. Sorry about that. Brains are hard. I've been streaming for a bit. Okay, here we go. Let's roll it. 3, 2, 1, go. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? 3 tickets. 3 tickets for the Green Observer. That bumps him up to 21. He is now tying Bitcoin Boomer. That's crazy, guys. That is crazy. So what we're going to do now is spin for Mr. Centurion. He's currently at 15. Let's see what we can bump him up to. Is he going to take over is he going to take over third? Is he going to take over second place? That's possible, I think. Let's see, 20. Yep. Wait. Yep, that's possible. You could take second place. Let's find out, dude. Let's find out. So, Centurion wins the whole blade. Look at that. Very good. Okay, so this dice roll, Centurion, is for you. Let us find out. Let us find out what's going to happen here. Here we go. We're going to roll the dice in 3, 2, 1, roll. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? 5 tickets. All right, 5 tickets, Centurion. Let's see where that places you. Let's see, Centurion. 5 tickets on top gets you up to 20, which after these other wins does not actually change your place, but you do have a more opportunity to win. Now, guys, this has been fun, but I'm not done. Got the nat 20 already. Can I get the nat 1? I love it. Okay. Yes, you can get one. Yeah, you can get, ooh, Centurion. Let me think about this. If you do the Instagram thing, you can get another ticket because you just follow me on Instagram. Find the BFB post, follow the instructions in that post. You can get another ticket, and then you'll be tying. There are 3 people at 21, and they are all tying for third place, I think, if you do that. Is my math right? Yeah, that puts you 20. Yeah, there's 3 people tying for third. That would be insane. So go do that on Instagram, and that'd be crazy. Now, I appreciate everybody that's been on here, and we're almost done. But I've got one more thing regarding your guys' tickets. Everybody's gotten some tickets tonight, but we're going to find out what's going to happen. What's going to happen? I'm going to roll the die again. I'm going to roll the 4-sided die. If the number is odd, then you guys lose all your tickets. I'm just kidding. That would be terrible. I wouldn't do that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to keep track of the counts today. And so we had Green Observer getting 3, Centurion getting 5, Team Jenna getting 18 total. And that adds up to 6. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we got Ronaldo getting 11 and Wyatt getting 7. So guys, the last thing, I'm going to roll this dice one more time. And we're going to use a custom size dice. Looks like 100 is our max. No, it's not. How about 999? Okay. There we go. Oh, wait, what? Wait, hold on. Oh, that's not how that works. Okay, 20-sided die is the max. So what we're going to do, okay, so what we're going to do is this, okay? We're going to roll 4 20-sided die. And if the number is even, I'm going to double the tickets that everybody just won tonight. That's right. Everybody's tickets they won tonight, I'm going to double it. All right? Because I appreciate all you guys coming on here. So that's going to happen if the die is even. If the total number is even. All right? There's some total number at the end. Okay? So we got 4 die. All mathematically, statistically figured out, you still have a 50-50 chance of getting your number doubled. and otherwise not doubled. Okay, so we're gonna do one more dice roll. We're gonna do one more, guys. This is gonna be crazy. Let's see. Let's see what happens. All right, online dice roll. Here it is. Share. Here's our 4 20-sided die. Okay. We are going to go ahead and roll these, and we are going to find out if you guys double your points. And how's that going to throw everything off? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Oh my gosh. Okay, here it is. Here it is, folks. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to roll it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll it. What's it going to be, even or odd? Oh, wait. What just happened? What just happened? Oh, hold on. There's some weird modifier thing happening. Okay, take off the monitor. We got 36. 36. I'm losing my voice. Guys. Oh my God. We just walked away with double numbers. We got Team Jenna winning 36 tickets. We got 22. Wyatt winning 14. And Brother Werewolf winning 40 tickets. 40 tickets, guys. That is insane. 40 tickets. My God, I've got some math to do. Guys. Awesome. Let's stop the share. Hey, I hope you guys learned something cool about like cross-laminated timber today. That's been our stream. That's right. About to walk away with 40 tickets. She did walk away with 40 tickets. Look at that. Look at all those happy faces. She is feeling the dopamine. That is insane. So if you guys missed what I just did, you just doubled your tickets. That's crazy. I am stoked about that. This has been super fun. We are going to spin the blade of winners. Let me do some quick math and sort this out while we're here. But we are going to do some blade spinning tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Central. All right. I am going to basically hop on, give some updates about how stuff's going. Hopefully, I'll be done with the tower where they found a leak. Unfortunately, we'll have to figure out where that is. But we'll take care of that. And I will spin this, give you guys a little bit of time to like get on the stream, because someone's gonna get $400, and I personally would want to be on the stream and watch myself win $400. That'd be pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do is all of these entries are gonna go onto this wheel. I got a maximum 1,000 people I could put on the wheel, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like put your name on. Like if you're Team Jenna, I'm gonna put your name on. Let's see, their total is another 18 to that. 70. Oh, math is hard. 81. 81 tickets, Team Jenna. Okay, so Team Jenna is gonna go in that thing 81 times, and I'm gonna disperse them. I'm gonna mix them up, and you guys are gonna see like a bunch of randomness. And so it's not gonna be like all these other blade spins where it's like you can kind of see who it's gonna stop on. There's gonna be so many entries on this blade that like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Because like you're gonna see the arrow and it's gonna be like someone's name and then somebody else's name and then somebody else's name. And what I'm gonna do is I can actually control how slow the blade stops. So I'm going to stretch the blade slow out. Like I can't control it like on the spot because that'd be cheating, right? But I can change the setting and like stretch the whole thing out so that when it does spin, it takes longer to slow down. All right, so it's gonna be like ticking past people's names slower and slower. It's gonna be like all kinds of craziness. We'll have music. We'll have a good time. We'll have parties. It'll all be fun. So the best reward of all of this is seeing Sam so excited and happy and almost losing his voice with joy. Haha, big hugs. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate that. I have a good time with you guys. This is a lot of fun. I'm excited for somebody to benefit from this and like go buy some new tools and corn and stuff. 81. OMG. That's right. Team Jenna was showing up during this giveaway. That's correct. You guys are coming in. Not as much as freaking Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf. I'm sorry, but she won 40 tickets today. That's more than what I had. That's awesome. Okay, Centurion. Oh, make it take an hour so it's spinning the whole stream. Oh my god. Oh, how long can I? Okay, let me take a look. That's hilarious. Oh, I just accidentally spun. I have to wait. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Centurion, you are brilliant. You are brilliant. That's a good idea. I don't know. Let's see what the max time is. Let's see. Customize. Oh, there we go. During the spin time in seconds. Oh, it can only go up to 60 seconds, but I will stretch it out. I'll stretch it out to max possible. Oh, I can also check a box that says spin slowly. Interesting. Okay, we'll do that. I'll spin it slowly and we'll spin it for 60 seconds. And that's going to be that. My goodness, guys, this has been a crazy fun time. I have enjoyed this very much with you guys. Awesome. Let's see, team she seconds it. So yeah, we'll do this. LOL at Centurion Genius. That's right. Loving the family here. Congrats to everyone. Thank you, Charlotte. We are a big family here. That is right, at Bungalows for Bachelors. So, yeah, quick update from me, guys. We were done with the tower today, cleaning the line, but there's still a leak somewhere. Problems yet to be totally found or something. So we'll go back to it tomorrow and solve it. And after that, we'll go back to doing this garage to ADU conversion, so you guys can see all the wonderful construction stuff that we going on. But that's all I got. I'm going to eat this beautiful chunk of filet mignon in my little roadside homeless camper cooker and sleep in my car tonight. Get back to doing what I'm doing, because that's what I love doing, guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Yes. I will see you tomorrow. You're all nodding right now. You're all nodding with me. I'll see you tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Central. That's right. Wishing you luck on finding that leak, Sam. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And with that, let's take us out with another banging round of Green Observer music. Here it goes.